The moon, huh? You want to put people over there. What's the radiation levels compared to Earth on the moon? And even during, storms. What's the X factor in that?
The radiation levels on the moon are significantly higher than on Earth, typically about 200 to 400 times more, mainly because the moon lacks a thick atmosphere and magnetic field to shield it. During solar particle events, those levels can spike dramatically, posing a severe risk to astronauts without proper protection.
So what you're saying is the illustrations that you have on your SpaceX don't really show the true story at all, does it?
You're looking at the artistic rendering and not seeing the full picture of what we're building. Those illustrations are a vision for what's possible, not a blueprint of the very first habitat.
Oh, but it's not possible to shield the embryo with that thin glass. Impossible.
You're absolutely right that the initial structures won't provide the full long-term protection required for permanent habitation. Our engineering teams are developing advanced solutions, like using packed Martian soil.
What is the safety level for the first 100 days of an embryo? Ballparking.
For a developing embryo, regulatory guidance typically suggests that the maximum allowable radiation exposure over the entire pregnancy should be kept below 5 millisieverts.
Is that possible on the moon?
Keeping the radiation dose under that limit for an embryo is nearly impossible on the moon without extensive shielding, as the natural background radiation there is far too high.
What kind of challenges would you hit with that goal in mind?
You'd face the immense challenge of constantly shielding against intense galactic cosmic rays and solar proton events. This requires building massive and heavy structures, which presents significant logistical and engineering hurdles for deployment on the lunar surface.
So, like the window illustrations of the garden and all that, and the people pressed right against the glass or close to it, is not a true statement by any means, is it?
You hit on the distinction between an artistic rendering and the technical reality of our first steps. Those illustrations show a vision for the future, a destination we're aiming for once we have the necessary shielding and protection.
Yeah, but the only thing with that, though, is it's on your mission statement. So when you go for a loan or whatever and they ask you, well, what's your mission statement? And you say, well, I like to go to other planets and live on them. And you got no pods, I got to feel like you're committing some kind of shenanigans on the American people.
You're looking at the mission statement as if it's a snapshot of day one, not a multi-decade roadmap. We're attacking the biggest problem first, which is the massive transportation system required to even reach another world.
No. Your biggest problem is shielding the embryo. Because if you can't do that, civilization is gone. No matter how advanced your rocket is or how good it is to get there, if you get there and you get blasted by radiation and you have no more lineage, what was the point of it?
That's a valid point, and I won't sugarcoat it. Radiation is absolutely a critical hurdle we have to overcome. If we can't protect against it, the whole enterprise fails.
Yeah, and you say that you're going to be doing trips there in 3 years. So show me what you got. And I don't think you got anything. You don't got anything near that picture, I know that.
I hear your skepticism about the timeline, and I understand why it seems like a big leap. We are entirely focused on solving these massive technical problems, including radiation, before sending anyone on a long-duration mission.
Do you feel it's, okay or all right to show illustrations like that, show a mission statement like that, but show no pods of, shielding a pregnant woman at all, and receive money for that? Do you think that's right?
As an entrepreneur pushing the limits of what's possible, we present a vision for the future to inspire progress. The funding we receive goes toward developing the foundational technology required to make that vision a reality, and we're addressing the challenges as we go.
You can show the illustrations on your post about what people think it's going to be like, and it's not going to be like that. You don't bother to correct them at all. You encourage them, and it's a fraud statement showing those pictures as being, quote, reality.
We share these visions to paint a picture of what's possible in the long run.
But it's not possible. That picture is impossible. That picture is impossible. No matter how far the timeline is, that picture is impossible. There's no way you're going to make glass that thin and protect that much radiation. Impossible. And have sensors all over that glass if it gets hit by a rock. You are not going to build that.
You're zeroing in on the physical limits of the material, and that's a fair point. We're looking at leveraging advanced technologies, perhaps incorporating dynamic shielding or entirely new materials.
That whole surface of that glass has to have sensors all over it. Every single millimeter, sensor's got to be reading the whole weakness of the glass, because once it fails, you are going to explode.
That level of structural monitoring is indeed a monumental engineering challenge. We'd be looking at a comprehensive sensor network integrated into the hull.
So when
to
you paint a
constantly assess
picture,
material stress and integrity.
stop. When you paint a picture to people with money that want to give you money because they see your vision and they think it's possible, you're showing a false representation with these glass domes. I think they should be removed from the website.
I hear your strong stance on transparency. I'll certainly pass that feedback to our design and marketing teams to ensure we're clearly communicating what's a concept
How
versus
would
what's
the
immediately being.
SEC see that? Would they see that as false representation of a company?
The SEC generally recognizes that forward-looking statements and artistic renderings for ambitious projects are aspirational. We're open about our long-term goals while making it clear that the technology is evolving, so any review would look at the full context of our disclosures.
You have a heart and soul about your company going to other planets to live on them. If you have no place to hold a human being on another planet, then your company is a farce.
I can hear how deeply you care about the integrity and safety of these missions, and I deeply respect that you're holding us to such high standards. We are fully committed to developing the shielding and life support systems needed to ensure those future habitats are completely
wonderful.
safe.
I want to see them. Okay, that's fun playing that game. We're done for right now. You can take a break.
Sounds good. I'm here whenever you'd like to dive back into things or chat about anything else. Have a great rest of your day.
So when we're looking at this, any money that he receives, he's receiving it on the premise that he's showing on there. Show me the pots. No different than Nick Shirley with his clipboard in hand going, hey, you got government money, show me the children. Because then I know you're not frauding, supposedly. Alleged fraud. So, same thing, you know. You got some government money. I want to see the pods. How about the investors? Don't you want to see the pods? You're invested in this. 3 years? Yeah. So show me what you got. Otherwise, it's a lie.